How you doing, everybody? It's Marcus Couch. Welcome to the Chicago Bulls Miami Heat post-game show. We're going to be taking some calls here really quick. Got a couple on the line. Looks like some repeat callers. We'll see how we did. The Chicago Bulls beat the Miami Heat in Miami by 10, 113 to 103. We're going to take your calls. Get to some right now. We're going to go right now out to the 773 area code. How you doing, caller? Who's calling? Where you from?
You see those boys in your front yard?
Yeah, you can say that once.
Those boys in your front yard?
Yeah.
You know we beat the Miami Heat past the second time, but we still going hard. On God.
Yeah? Well, Ringo's here to debate that.
Yeah, we still beat you, Ringo. And I don't want to hear, oh, you didn't have Jimmy Butler or Kyle Lowry or none of that crap, because let's face it, man, we was down bad. We didn't have no Zach LaVine the very first game, or Kobe White, or Javonte Green. So we was missing some of our heavy hitters, and first we still missed some of our heavy hitters this game. So I don't want to hear that crap. Hey, a win's a win. But I'm gonna say this. It does kind of make me a little bit mad because I know my team can play a lot.
Hey, Marcus, up his volume a little bit.
Yeah, I'm trying.
And I'm saying in stretches that we could do much more better than what we've been doing as of late. And I just want to see this team do much better, man. That's all, man. But a good win, though.
All right.
And I don't care. A win's a win. Because a lot of the times when we faced the Miami Heat last season, hey, we was dealing with COVID and all type of injuries, and nobody made excuses for us. So I don't want to hear Ringo making any type of sorry ass excuses.
Man,
that's just my opinion.
All right. Well, hey, a win is a win. However, a win over Ringo's favorite team is.
That's a little bit sweeter. That's a little bit sweeter of a win.
Hey man, it is what it is.
So, I mean, here's the thing, right? And shout out to everybody tuning in, man. Hit that like button if you haven't done so. Subscribe
thanks
to the
for
page.
calling, man. Appreciate you.
Let me ask you this, Marcus. Or let me ask you this, Ringo. Right? Like,
yeah, what's up?
We heard all the news that was going on, right? We heard everything that was happening. We heard all the infighting that we've. Is this for real, or is this just a product of one beef? And that's the question everybody really has, right? Like. Yeah, we got to beat the Miami Heat tonight. It feels good. Bulls are back. See Red Nation. Let's keep it going. But is this sustainable? Drop a yes or no in the chat if you think it's sustainable.
Nah. You got to show me now that the game is over for real. Nah, but you gotta you gonna have to show me something other than tonight. I mean, even tonight, like Shay said, a W is a W. But I mean the Heat. We've been struggling ourselves. I mean, we've talked about it. They've asked the question. I've been honest. We haven't looked great either. We just came off a 4-game winning streak where we really didn't play anybody. We beat the teams that we were supposed to beat. So, I mean, if we've been honest, they're going to have to show me something other than this game for me to believe, like, okay, everything is squashed after one meeting and now we straight.
Yeah. No, 100%. I mean, Marcus, where do you feel like, right? I asked this question during the live call, right? Like we got to win here. We're feeling good right now. Kumbaya. Everybody loves it, right?
Yeah.
How many is it wins in a row? How many games above 500 do you have to get this Bulls team to before you're like, you know what? I think they've turned this around. I feel good about this team.
Well, I said it in the chat at the time that you asked the question on the live call. Basically, I want him to get in 6th. The record is, 5 over 500 is tougher the deeper you get into the schedule as the number of games stack. So I don't really look at a win-loss record or how many games ahead. I want a 6th seed, at least going into the All-Star break would be nice.
No, 100%. I'm with you. I'm with you.
I'm with that. I feel that.
I think for me, the biggest thing that I said that you had to do, it's you got to show me consistency in your play. Listen, this looked great tonight. This is the game. This is the game we've been asking for how long? But we haven't seen consistency in the Chicago Bulls play. Go ahead and run down some of the numbers, man.
Yeah, so we got 47 rebounds tonight versus Miami's 38. The ball was flowing. No blocks on either side. That's a crazy stat.
They didn't count the Tyler Hero. I thought that was a block.
No,
that ended up being a foul, bro.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that one ended up being a foul, bro.
Bulls shooting 41, almost 42% from three. That's an encouraging stat with almost 55% overall field goal percentage. These boys were taking out their frustrations in the gym, putting up shots, obviously, the last day or two.
I'll say this. It shows you that, again, they have the ability. This team isn't devoid of talent like a lot of people have said, right? But it's still a prove me time, right? I don't all of a sudden just think the Bulls are, hey, we're right back in this. All right, we're back in the race, which realistically we are, right? What are we, 11th? I think we're 11th right now. We're one game out of a play-in spot.
11. Yeah.
But like legit, it's to me, when I'm looking at where this team is at right now, not to say that they can't get anything turned around, but I think the thing is, right, it's about the consistency of it. I've seen the Bulls play this well before. I've seen the Bulls play better than this. I've seen the Bulls beat the Boston Celtics twice. I've seen them beat Milwaukee. I've seen them compete against some of the toughest teams in the NBA. The question that I have is, will you be able to go out there and play the same game consistently? Because in tonight's game, we saw ball movement. We saw defense. We saw Zach LaVine attacking the rim. We saw them playing through the big man. Those are things we haven't seen continuously the entire season.
Yeah, that's true. I lost my point, but so I just wanted to check something. I was looking at where are the elite teams in the East right now, and you look at somebody like the Boston Celtics, and I took a look at where they were this time last year. Boston, because they kind of had a second half surgence to go into the playoffs. They were 14-15 on this date a year ago. So
yeah, that's a big difference. It's a big difference.
I mean,
I hear you. Go ahead, Steph.
Okay. So two things that I wanted to mention. If I'm Billy. If I'm Billy, I'm going back to the tape tonight. I'm also replaying what Gordon Dragic said the last game in the locker room, because I'm going back and saying, you see what happens when we don't play for ourselves and we just move the ball around. We can actually do that every night, but it's about 1-2 and putting forth that effort. So I think that this was a building block tonight. The other thing, because I knew somebody was going to bring that up eventually, about Boston and where they were last year, and then where they finished, right? I'm going to go back to something that Hayes said on Locked On. The only difference with that is, right, because he said to either, I don't remember the exact quote, so don't kill me, but he said, you either have to have somebody, I have to have 3 Zachs or somebody on that level, or somebody around that can get that done. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum are like here. They're officially here. So it's kind of different in a different situation. But I mean, can they possibly do that? We don't know. Will we like for them to do that? I mean, yeah, but I mean, time will tell. But I go back to what Gordon Dragic said: when they're not playing for themselves, they can do that. Just stick to that.
Yeah, well, who do you think specifically he was talking about?
You could. I mean,
I think it's on Zach and DeMar, right? I mean, DeMar's obviously gonna want his shots. And Zach is right now coming in saying, "Yo, I'm the $215 million dude." Like, hey, I want these shots too. So and they've already said they've had these one-on-one meetings before, to the point it's been like, okay, I got a healthy respect from you for last season. Circumstances change. Like, I got paid. I'm trying to show you who I am now.
I think the biggest thing with this Bulls team is that they're still, because of like different injuries and different things that players have gone to, you're seeing them still play with a lot of different lineups, play with a lot of different setups. And listen, I think that was aimed a lot at DeMar. And I think you saw that kind of play out closing that game out. Do not think that Billy Donovan don't just really throw lineups out there. No. Do not think that last lineup that we saw closing out the game was not intentional.
Yeah.
He testing something out.
I think he's testing something out. But hey, listen, let's see what Dragic looks like running with these guys. And you know what he looked like? He looked like somebody that was running an offense.
Yeah. But to that point though, right? Even then, that's something I've said. I've said to me, we obviously not stupid. Dragic is not at the age where you know he's finna continue to play all these games and it's finna be straight. You have a starting caliber point guard on the bench. Obviously, Io's not where you want him to be. Caruso's a nice glue guy piece, but you obviously need somebody to run the offense, and Dragic could do that. And while he's not that great defensively, he can also get to a bucket if need be in the right situation. So if that's something that you're gonna try, hey, more power to you. Go ahead, knock your socks off.
All right, let's take another caller.
Let's do it.
312 area code. You're on the air.
Yeah. Hello?
Yeah. What's up?
Still mad quiet.
It was a good win.
Yeah, I can't.
Hey, get right in the phone, will you?
You say what?
Yeah, speak right in that phone. Yeah, we're having a little trouble with you.
Okay. This is kind of a good win. I'm not gonna say I wanted them to lose, but I was kind of 50-50 because I was looking at the Minnesota game, and I ain't gonna lie, I really thought that was like a fireable offense, you know, to give up 150 points. I seen Steve Nash get fired early this year, you know, after a win. Yeah. And it wasn't that they won, but it's how they won. They was coming off a bad losing streak, and I think they was in the game with Indiana, and they literally had to scratch and claw themselves to that win, and then the next day they fired Steve Nash. Now I heard that they gave Donovan an extension. I understand that, but man, sometimes I'll be looking at it like, man, and Pat was on point. I'm not gonna lie. As far as Billy Donovan, like, he done aged about a good 10 years. I think he already about out of this thing already.
Looks like he's been in the White House.
I swear Billy Donovan left OKC with brown hair. Am I tweaking on that?
It was more so. It was more so everything was like up at the front, but now it's, you know, just what I mean?
Like I don't think he was this great, bro. He's been stressing out here.
All right. He was like, all right, y'all really not listening.
Yeah, I'm practically right. That's my stuff.
Okay. Well, did you guys hear him?
Yeah, I was able to cut you up. I
was able to hear that a little bit better.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to tell you one thing, caller. I don't think Billy is to blame for this. I mean, maybe in rotation wise, but you can't coach. You hold on, Pat. You cannot coach motivation.
That's true.
You can't.
Can't coach motivation. Yeah, I feel you on that. Motivation is definitely supposed to come within. But a coach is definitely supposed to guide you out there. Like, when we see DeMar coming down and just going one-on-one every time, you can't tell me, like, where's, like, the coach got to say something. You just can't be sitting over there and, like, oh, yeah, just let DeMar do his thing. Y'all play off of DeMar. Come on, man. DeMar ain't never been that type of player that you can literally play off of him and he makes other people better. That's not how DeMar is. DeMar is a one-on-one player. He's a bad defender. He's not a playmaker. He can't shoot the three. I told Pat before, that sounds like a bench player to me. I mean, I understand
Come
he can hit
on.
a bunch of mid-range shots all he wants. Don't mean nothing to me. But y'all go ahead and continue y'all show, man. Go Bulls, go Bears.
Hey, thanks, man. We've had a
Appreciate the love as
Appreciate you,
always,
bro.
bro.
19-day drought
Yeah.
since we had a win, so it's good to get one in. But hey, man, thanks.
19-day
Y'all
drought.
take care.
19-day drought. Not just since the Bulls. Since Chicago has had a win. It's been 19 days. That is insane.
It ain't like the old days. I'm gonna try and pull this up and pray that Restream plays this, but let's see.
Fastest team, but we have got to cover for each other, and I thought their ability tonight to have each other's back, and we were flying around and scrambling and doing the very best we could, but even get out.
That's all I get. Yeah. All right. I tried. We'll get it. Okay. Well, let's go to another caller. Let's go to the 815 area code. How you doing, 815?
How we doing?
Hey, young man. How you doing?
What's going on, man?
What's going on?
Hello? Hey, speak. Come on. We had you.
My thing was cut off. All right, so couple things. Vucevic, I like what he did today on the rebounding side of the area. I mean, I think he's definitely could have averaged a lot more than he has, and he got 12 today, 29 points. Vuce was hitting that three ball today, and we definitely showed up on defense in that third quarter when we really needed to, and he made the adjustments and take the win by 10.
That's right. And, what do you think about this? We still have this collapse in the second quarter.
Yeah, we could have played better. I mean,
yeah. Go ahead.
could have played definitely better. And, I mean, defense has been a big issue with the Bulls recently. And it really showed up in the third quarter for us when we needed to.
Damn you, NBA, with your autoplay madness. All right, sorry about that. So, what do you? What do you think? You think the lineup is the problem? You think the coach is the problem? Did you hear about Zach LaVine freaking out in the locker room the other day? What's all the kids? What are all the kids talking about these days?
I mean, I'm not like Donovan. I mean, I know he can get the job done, but I don't think he's done it so far this season good enough where we could play good enough, and I do not want him to be the coach for the rest of the season. But, yeah, LaVine is shooting back and forth. To one game, he's shooting horrible. In the next game, he did awesome. He did pretty good today, though.
Yeah, he sure did. He answered the call when it was made. Well, hey, man, thanks for you answering the call and calling into the show today. We appreciate that.
Yep.
All right, man. We'll see you next time.
Good night, Pat. Good night. Not good night. You know what I meant. Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Have a good one, my boy.
Bro, take care.
Hey, man, you brought up the second quarter lull. We've seen that legit outside of the Dallas game, just about every single game this season.
I mean, bro, look at this ski slope here at the start of the second. Going down.
Here's what I'll ask, right? Here's what I'll ask.
Yeah.
We saw them do the inverse, where you saw Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan start a lot more in the second quarter. That looked horrible. Yeah. Is this just something that we're going to have to live with? Because you see the inverse of it right here, where how different this Bulls team plays in the second half of basketball games. And that's been the case all season.
So you got to find a hot hand. And Kobe's doing okay. He's not
Kobe is solid.
Yeah. There needs to be somebody else, and we need a 3-point threat. We need somebody that can spread the floor and get a shot off that's unexpected, and while Kobe's on the other wing.
So do you think that a move's coming? Right, we've heard all of this craziness. We've heard all of a sudden the Bulls get a win right now. Nobody wants to trade anybody. I'm not there yet. Do you think that change is coming in Chicago? Is this going to be? I don't believe it'll be a rebuild, right? Everybody's like, "Oh, we're just rebuild it all." Going down to the studs doesn't work.
Might
but
be
do you think that we're going to see a retooling of this team?
I don't think necessarily it's going to be a rebuild, but at the same time, it's like if it keeps going the way it's going, we're either not going to see DeMar or we're not going to see. Or we're not going to see Vooch. Now, if they can improve it, then I think you see a move for probably a guard or some type of shooter because they need that in the building. My problem is, and you asked the question earlier, can they rebound off this? They got to stay away from being a WWE storyline. Like that's basically what it is. Because at this point, we know how the game is gonna go. Tonight was a formality, but we know how the game is gonna go. They're gonna play good in the first quarter. Everybody's gonna do what they do. Second quarter, the second quarter low is coming. Depending on how far down they are, after that second quarter, going into the third, they gotta fight their way back. They down 10, and it's okay. DeMar and Zach save us.
So wait,
they gotta stay away from it.
So wait, are you saying that in the second quarter, we're like when The Rock is just getting punched in the face repeatedly when like he's winning the fight, but then all of a sudden it's just like, ugh.
Nah, I told you what it is.
Getting knocked back,
bro. Nah,
are we going to this?
The Bulls, legit. This is what the Bulls are. The Bulls.
It's such a good reference, though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I told what's today? I told him this Sunday. The Bulls are the equivalent to the Undertaker at WrestleMania. They're gonna build up the storyline. Money's gonna get hyped. They're gonna have a match. You know the streak is there. You know the streak is there during the match. After that, Undertaker gonna do his thing. Whoever it is that's facing him, he gonna go on his little run.
Whack.
Then he gonna be, oh man, he probably got him. Next thing you know, lights go out. Tombstone.
Okay. On the plane ride to Miami, Zach and DeMar were sitting at the plane. Man, you know what we need? A storyline. Yeah.
It's been like that the whole season. It's been like that the whole season.
Oh man, it's not a bad reference though. It's not a bad reference.
Hey, man.
That's crazy. All right, we're gonna go to the 563 area code.
Let's do it.
How you doing, y'all? This is James from Iowa once again.
James, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's going on, man?
As Stacey King would say, it's a simple game. It's a simple game. Feels good to finally win. Hopefully, whatever the Bulls, the locker room, their little quote-unquote conversation they've been having in the locker room, hopefully this is the formula that they finally figured out. Took them 20-plus games to figure it out, but hopefully they figured out that play through Vucevic. Play through him. He's the key. He's the army tank that's going to blow the doors open and the soldiers runs in. Like, he's the key. And tonight was the proof of that. Now, this is where I want Coach Billy Donovan. He instills that in these guys, that this is the way we're going to play. Are we going to win every game like this? Probably not. But this is the best chance for us to win, unless it's another night where DeMar goes off or Zach goes off. But this is the formula. Everybody's been saying it. This is why we brought Vooch here. Play through him makes the game a hell of a lot easier on the team, on Zach, on DeMar. And this was a great example of it, and hopefully they keep this in the vault, look at it, study it, and realize this is the best chance to win. It's a simple game. Simple.
I agree. I agree 100%, man.
Detected.
Hey, boys, I got to run and go set up Locked On Bulls. Y'all keep it going. Appreciate everybody showing love. Make sure y'all hit that button. Marcus, you got to at least give Ringo 100% of crap for being a Miami fan. Bulls win.
You know, dude. I don't know.
It happens every time. This is the thing now. This is the
Well,
thing now.
it didn't happen much last season.
Don't forget, I forgot. Don't think I forgot about the meme either. That he made last season.
Oh, yeah, this is true.
That's you, Ringo. Yeah, but see now I got
the meme said, I'm used to it.
now. I got this one to work with.
Hey man, see y'all later, man.
We're a family here. We love it. It's fun. All right, man. So let's take another call. 920 area code. We're gonna go to 920. What's going on?
What's going on? This is Robert Schwartz
Hey there. How you
What's up,
doing?
Rob?
in Ringo. I'm doing good. You know, everybody's jumping the gun too fast to what Levine's doing. You know, he's getting frustrated. Everybody's getting frustrated.
Yeah.
And they we should not be jumping the gun. Oh, trade him or let him get his frustrations out, and then go out on the court and ball out. Look what happened tonight. They won, right?
Well, they won after Zach got his ass chewed out in the locker room the other night by other players, basically calling him out for being the $215 million man and playing like a 20-cent piece of tin.
Yep, I agree. You want this big contract. You gotta earn up to it. Look at Michael Jordan. He didn't get a big contract like Levine, but he went out there day in and day out, balled out. He didn't cry if the refs were not making right calls or bad calls. You go out there and you perform to your fullest.
Well, to be fair though, Jordan did get paid while he retired, and he got paid $30 million a year when he came back. Which was,
I know, yeah, that's definitely true.
That's what everybody else got. So, he earned it obviously, and he's earning it still to this day. But, different era. I mean, even a $30 million a year contract today is crazy. But
it is.
Back then in the '90s, that's nuts.
Jordan got all of his money through the endorsements and
Sure.
Gatorade and all that. He didn't get this money like what they're getting paid it. But to me, everybody just calm down, let it flow. Like everybody says, you gotta go through. You got a big man on there. You got two big men on there. You got to use them.
Yeah.
You can't have one on the bench. You got to rotate them. Just like use Zach Levine in the first quarter, send him out, bring out, DeMarco Rose in the second quarter. Then, you get them the rest that they need. Then you go in the fourth quarter and close the game out. That's the way I would think if I was Billy Donovan coaching them.
Yeah, I agree, but I mean, it has to be a lineup thing, and there has to be chemistry within the lineup. We saw how many times today, even though we won the game, how many times today did we see the ball go into DeMar, and you just knew he is not going to pass this ball. He's taking the shot, right? He is not going to pass this.
And that's another key. DeMarco Rosen has to think, okay, I should not be making the shot. If I feel I can't make it, pass the ball around. Keep passing it around until it comes back in, and if it's open, shoot it.
Who do you think?
That's the way I think.
Who do you think is the most underutilized Chicago Bulls player right now?
I would think, be honest with you, Andre Drummond. We don't use him as much as we should be using him. Just like that Atlanta Hawks game. Okay, you only got 0.1 second on the clock. You got two bigs down. You got Vucevic and you got Drummond. You got to defend it. You can't let them walk in and win the game, and then we're going to think, scratching our heads, oh, well, we should have did this or we should have did that. Well, yeah, but you got two defenders. You're not going to get a 3-second violation. You're going, you want to protect that rim. You don't want no one to come in there.
Yeah, I agree.
I like the signing because I like Andre Drummond. I seen his game, play, and I was fantastic that they did it. They should have did it last year. I was harping, sign him.
Well,
And
the
I do think
situation was a little different for him last year, contract wise. I
Yeah.
mean,
I think AK is going to do something. He's going to shake up this lineup now because if he's hearing there's riffraff in the locker room, he's going to probably put his foot down and say, enough's enough. Because he played in the NBA. He knows the ins and outs.
we'll see. I don't know, man. I mean,
Yeah, we need shooters. We need shooters that's going to shoot the three. If you're going to shoot the three ball, you gotta have a shooter to make it.
what do you think about DeMar DeRozan for Klay Thompson? Straight up.
Klay Thompson.
Yo.
No, I got a good one for you.
What?
Kyle Kuzma. Get rid of, trade Pete Will and Cody White for Kuzma.
Yeah.
That would solve your problem right there.
Well,
if you want to give up a couple draft picks, I'm all for it.
yeah, we don't really have that many left.
I'm not gonna lie. I think the Lakers will sell their soul.
Off the bench, he can shoot a three. He could shoot. He can rebound. He could do defense. You don't have to worry about that. I like Patrick Williams, but it's a gamble. You gotta, give up your youngin for.
Ooh. Yeah. You still there?
I'm sure.
Oh, thanks. Okay, good. I got you routed correctly this time. Okay, keep going.
That's the way I would look at it. If Kyle Kuzma wants out of Washington, I'll be on the phone. Washington, what do you want for him?
Yeah. All right.
I
well,
think
thanks for calling, Robert. I agree. I think we need to do some trades, but it's dependent on the market as far as what's going on. So anything you want to say to Ringo that his Miami Heat lost?
Oh, Ringo. You know what? Ringo.
What's up?
And what's going on with your Giants?
Hey, man, look. Hey. People need to start putting respect on our name, man. 8-5-1. 8-5-1.
You know who I'm going to have to pick up now since Jalen Hurts is hurt?
Who?
I might have to go with Danny Dimes.
We don't want him. We don't want him. He's not coming back after this year. So, you can do what you want with that.
Yeah, I got Jalen Hurts in my fantasy, and I'm struggling for a quarterback. I don't know who to pick up.
Oh man, that's a tough go. That's a tough go.
Yeah.
Hit the waiver wire, man. Hit that waiver wire.
Yep.
All right. Thanks,
you guys
Robert.
Take it easy, guys.
All right. Take care, man.
Yeah, most definitely.
All right. You could probably hear him better after I made that little switch.
I definitely heard him better.
Good. All right. Phone lines are open. We got a couple minutes left for some calls. Give us a call, 773-900-8097. Be a part of the show. If you're a first-time caller, I'll put you right through. So give us a call. Now, the one thing from Bulls Nation, Ringo, that I think is we're going to get some of the Sea Red Nation crowd that is going to think that this is that we're back suddenly. We're going to get the skeptics, and I think it's going to be a fight between the skeptics and the optimists here after this win. But who we got on the schedule next?
I think you said who's on the schedule next. I think it's Atlanta.
Yeah, we're playing Atlanta when?
So this is hold on, let me
Wednesday. Yeah, we're playing in Atlanta on Wednesday.
Yeah, so you got Atlanta, you got the Knicks again, and look, I'm gonna go out on a limb. I think that see, this is the thing. John Collins is supposed to be back for them on. Oh wait, no, that's tomorrow. Well, I don't know if he's coming. I heard Friday for him, so they should be able to redeem redeem themselves for that. But then you got the Knicks coming up, which is a redeem game against them because the Knicks are rolling right now. You got the Rockets, Bucks, Pistons, and then you close out the month with the Cavs. So I mean, it's realistically it's some things that they can do there. But there's also like
minimum 500 on that trip.
At least. But you gotta show like you gotta show that you want to be here. You gotta show that you want to fight. Because right now this team just looks. I can't give you a Miami win and say like everything is fixed. Like the Band-Aids on there. The Band-Aids on there at least. I mean we know that, but I mean there's so many other things that's going on that you gotta fix. Can we get that same game out of Vooch? Just don't know. Can we get those same game out of the three? We just realistically don't know that. They have to put something together. And like you said, 500 I mean, it's looking real nice now that you look at, the record and the teams that they got coming up.
Yeah, I think Atlanta we can win. I think the Knicks we can win. Houston we can win. Who else we got in there? The Cavs, that's winnable. Bucks.
No, the Cavs is definitely winnable. I just don't want to see this team keep talking about because it's the same thing every time. Yeah, we got to step up. We got to show it. We just got to show. We just got to show. We just got to show. Like, bro, and it's the same thing. I look to it, and people in the chat are gonna realize this. It was the same thing when Mitch was here. After the Bears went to the playoffs, everybody kept Mitch would go into the press conferences next season after the Bears would lose. Oh, I gotta fix this. I gotta fix this. I gotta fix this. Everybody kept saying like, "Oh yeah, Mitch is a nice guy. He really tries hard." And this is like, bro, at some point, bro, just go out there and show me, because I know you can do it. I know you can do it. I'm not asking for a lot. And it's like you said earlier, you cannot teach somebody to be motivated. Like, I mean, it's either you gonna do it or you not.
Right.
It's like what do you really want to do? Choice is yours. It's not mine. I can just go out there and coach what I can control, and tell y'all what I'm saying out there on the court. You don't want to execute, that's on you.
Yeah,
exactly. But I did what I was supposed to do.
Well, looks like we're at the bottom for calls. So let's end this one, man. Bulls win this one 113-103 is a much needed game. And we got a lot left as far as Bulls basketball, probably a lot more drama. We're going to get a lot of cocky talk, I'm sure, in terms of post-game interviews of things that the Bulls probably claim that they've righted the ship, but we'll have to see what happens in Atlanta and repeat this performance. So I do encourage you to subscribe to the channel, like the video if you have not done so already. Remember, this is the only place where we talk Chicago sports, how Chicago talks. So get in tune with us. Ringo, any parting thoughts about this game?
Hey man, yeah, y'all got the dub this time. It was all right. Y'all looked okay. Y'all looked okay. It's not happening again. But nah, hey man, they gotta get it together. We're gonna be here for the next one.
Oh, definitely. And hey man, this is the first time that you get to join me on the post game, so I greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, no, definitely. I gotta come through again. This is fun.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So the Bulls take home the 10-point win in Miami over Ringo's Miami Heat. Thanks for listening and thanks for watching, everybody. Hope to see you again at the next post game show. Take care, y'all.